You clicked on this video because either you just got one of these, and if that's the case, welcome to the Kindle Club. Maybe you're already a Kindle user and you just want to know if there's any settings that you haven't heard of. Either way, I'm going to make sure that by the end of this video, you are going to be a Kindle Pro and you will be able to graduate from Kindle 101. And if you don't have a Kindle right now and you just want to see what a Kindle can do, or if you're torn between getting a Kindle Colorsoft and a Kindle Paperwhite, then I would highly suggest you check out my other video. This is where I'm doing a comparison between the Colorsoft and the Paperwhite. And if you're already a subscriber, then you most likely know me from that video. And if you're not a subscriber yet, then I really hope you'll be joining my little corner of the internet over here. And for reference, I still have my Kindle Colorsoft, so that is what I'm going to be using to show you all of these tips and tricks. But before we begin, I need to address a current issue that a lot of Kindle users are having. Amazon recently put out an update for all of their Kindle devices, but suddenly a lot of users were experiencing battery issues. So their battery was draining super fast, meaning it would drain in a matter of an hour or two. And usually the Kindle battery lasts about a month, I would say. That's how long it lasts for me, and I use it almost every day. So those complaints have then been piling up, and Amazon caught on to that, and they actually stopped this update. And I can't remember what number that bad update was, but I'm going to put it right here. And the problem is, if your Kindle has been updated to this version and you're experiencing issues, there's nothing you can do except wait for a new update, because there's no way for you to roll back your update, even if you reset your device to factory settings. And if you want to know which update you have on your Kindle, you can go to your device options and then tap on device info. And then on the bottom, it's going to tell you firmware version, and then you will see which number you have. So like I said, all you can do is wait if you currently have issues. If you don't, that's great. You can use your Kindle as normal. But I just wanted to mention this. So today is April 6th. So as of today, that's still an issue. And word on the street is that Amazon had fired a lot of software engineers earlier this year. And now all their updates are being written by AI, and that's why everything's messed up. I don't know, I can't confirm. That's just what the rumors are saying. So do with that information what you will, but this is the perfect segue to my very first tip, which is to have your Kindle in airplane mode. Because if you have your Kindle in airplane mode, there can be an automatic update happening. And on top of that, of course, this is going to preserve your battery. And if you have the Libby app, which is a library app that lets you borrow library books onto your Kindle. If you live in the US, I don't think that works in Canada. Once you sync all of your library books onto your Kindle and have it in airplane mode, you can keep those library books for as long as you keep your device in airplane mode. And not to worry, this will not prevent the next person from borrowing that ebook. So if you find yourself reading your library book and you get the notification that it's due in a matter of hours, then put it in airplane mode if you haven't done so already. Now, the only downside to keeping your Kindle in airplane mode is that you cannot use WhisperSync. And what is WhisperSync? If you have the ebook version of a book and then also the audiobook on Audible, it'll also sync to the same spot. So you can seamlessly go back and forth between the ebook and the Audible version. So of course, if your Kindle is in airplane mode and not connected to the internet, then that's not going to work. So that's a downside. And also at the very end, I'm going to have a little bonus tip for you if you are a Spotify user. So when you first get your Kindle, of course, you set everything up, and then you're probably thinking, great, how do I get books on this now? Your first option is, of course, the Kindle store. As I just mentioned, there's also the Libby app where you can get your library books from. There's also pretty frequent Stuff Your Kindle days where indie authors are dropping their ebook prices to zero for a certain amount of time. And then you can download as many Kindle books as you want. But I could probably make a whole video about how you can get free Kindle books. So let me know if I should do that. And one of the questions I get asked the most is, how do I get my Kindle to show the cover of the book I'm currently reading? Now, it is not as simple as you might think. If you have a Kindle Colorsoft, then it is very easy to do that. However, if you have a Kindle Paperwhite, then you will most likely have ads in place of book covers. So when you first buy your Kindle, you might have noticed that it says with ads or without ads when you go to purchase the Kindle. So if you purchase it with ads, then it's going to show ads. And if you click on without, of course, it's going to have no ads. And then it's going to be very easy for you to display the cover on your Kindle. But if you bought a Kindle with ads, then you still have the chance to get rid of them afterwards. So there is two options. Well, officially there's only one. The first option would be you go to your settings, you go into your device settings, and there's going to be something that says display special offer. And then what you can do is you pay $25 to remove those special ads. And that's a one-time fee. However, if you get a new Kindle, you would have to do that for that Kindle as well. It's not something that you just do once, so you're going to have to be doing that for every Kindle you buy, unless, of course, you buy the Kindle without ads outright. And then the second option, which is a little bit more unofficial, is to just go to customer service and ask them to remove ads for free. Now, I've heard from a lot of people recently that that trick doesn't work anymore. You can try, but most likely they will refer you to pay $25. So it's up to you if it's worth $25 or not to have the cover displayed. But the way you do it is you go into your settings, you go to screen and brightness, and then you toggle on show covers on lock screen. Now, something that bothered me a lot when I first got my Kindle was the fact that when you read a book, it'll actually show you popular highlights from other users. So in order to turn that off, when you open your book, you're going to tap on the top, you hit the two A's, and then you're going to see that it says popular highlights. So you want that to be turned off. And while we're in these settings, I would also recommend you tap on show clock while reading. That way it's going to show you the time on the top. I just like to have it. And if you like to see how much time you have left in a book or in a chapter, you can also change that here in the reading progress settings. Alternatively, you can also tap in the bottom left corner to change it to how much you have left in a chapter, in a book, or the location in the book. Another thing I want to mention is the assistive reader option. So you might know that your Kindle doesn't have speakers. However, you can connect your Kindle via Bluetooth to any speaker. So I have done this in the past where I hooked my Kindle up to my car. And when you're in a pinch and you don't have an audiobook and you're trying to listen to the audiobook of the book, you can turn on assistive reader and then the Kindle will actually read to you. Now, the voice is very robotic.
You're a good person. If you were in a position to stop disaster, you probably would.
That's why I'm saying when you're in a pinch, this might be an option for a chapter or two, but it's up to you. If you think this is fine and it works for you, I just wanted to mention that here. And another thing I would highly recommend you turn on is page turn animations. Page turn animations is going to make your Kindle look more like a book when you flip the pages. And what you can also do in this menu, if you go to font, you can change your font. And as you can see, you can make the font bolder if you want. You can make it bigger if you want. But the easiest option to make your font either bigger or smaller is you can just pinch, just like you do on your phone. Another cool thing that you might not know is that your Kindle can actually take screenshots. This is very easy. You just tap on two opposite corners, then you see it flashes real quick, and then it took a screenshot. The only problem with this is that you will need to connect your Kindle to a laptop or a computer with a cable and then extract the screenshots from there. Unfortunately, there's no way for the screenshots to be saved to the cloud. And if you have a Kindle Colorsoft like I do, then I would highly recommend you put on the vivid color style, and that'll just make your book covers pop a little bit more. And what you can see here too is you can adjust the warmth setting, you can adjust the brightness settings in here. That's pretty standard settings, but I wanted to mention it. Then a difference between the Kindle Colorsoft and the Kindle Paperwhite is a Kindle Colorsoft doesn't have a dark mode, or at least it doesn't have a true dark mode like the Kindle Paperwhite does. On a Kindle Paperwhite, if you turn on dark mode, your entire interface is going to go dark. But with the Kindle Colorsoft, you can only do this while you're reading a book. So the rest of your interface is still going to have a lighter background. So when you open your book, you swipe down and then you can see page color. So you put that on the darker option and then you're in dark mode. If you're a NetGalley user like I am and you're downloading NetGalleys, then this will most likely not work on those books. Then of course, a really nice feature about the Colorsoft is the annotating. So you can annotate in colors. You just hold on the word or a sentence that you would like to highlight, and then you see that little A over here pops up. You click on that, and then you can highlight in different colors. And you might also notice that when you tap on different words, you have a dictionary that automatically comes up. So that is very nice if you don't know what a word is. And another cool tip I have is if you ever want to refresh your memory about a character that you're reading about, you can simply tap on the name and then go to search over here. And then you can tap on search in this book, and it then is going to show you all of the different pages where that character name shows up. And now that you've made it all the way to the end, I have a little bonus tip for you. If you are a Spotify premium user, there is actually now an option called page match. So if you're currently reading a book on your Kindle and you want to switch to an audiobook that is available on Spotify, you can just open Spotify, you take a picture of where you're at in the book, and then it'll match you directly to the page in the audiobook so that you can seamlessly continue from there.
These idiots, the flight attendant in the scarf said. I mean, honestly.
So those are all the Kindle tips I have for you today. If I missed anything, please let everyone know in the comments below, and also let me know if you learned something new today, because that was my goal. And as I mentioned, if you want to learn more about how to get free Kindle books on your Kindle, definitely let me know and I'll be making a video on that. And if this video was helpful to you and you liked it, please give it a thumbs up so other people can find this video as well. Also, let me know, which Kindle do you currently have? Do you have a Colorsoft? Do you have a Paperwhite? Do you have the elusive Oasis that you can't get anymore? Let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.